Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to govern the space, to clear out all negative and lower vibrations from our mind, body, and soul, placing the white light of protection around us with his blue seal, as well as I'm going to place the violet flame. We're going to be reading more out of my 12 laws of karma, guys, and we are on law 7, and this is the law of focus, and it states we cannot think of two different things at the same time. I have ADHD, so I might be able to do that still. It says, focusing on too many things at once can slow down your progress and lead to frustration and disappointment. So the law of focus encourages you to focus on one thing at a time. If your focus is on higher value like love and peace, you're less likely to be distracted by heavy feelings of resentment, greed, or anger. Although some of us claim to be multitaskers, but the inclination is to do everything at once slows us down. The law of focus says you cannot invest your energy in two things at the same time. Good point. When you focus on things, you get more accomplished and get better results. When you focus on one thing, so when you just do one thing, you do better. States you cannot think of two things at once. If we focus on spiritual values, we will not have lower thoughts such as greed or anger. Our brains cannot multiply trains of thoughts with equal competency. So if you have many important goals, try to act on them in a linear, ranked order rather than giving each goal only a part of your energy. So I always make a list. Start from the most important, and if you get the first 3 done, great. It says, you can only focus on one thing at a time. This is important because the divided mind is more susceptible to negative thoughts and therefore more vulnerable to negative energies. Mindfulness and meditation are great tools for improving that focus. States, karma does not say that you can't or don't have to multitask. Instead, it suggests that you will only know your full potential if you are focused. As mentioned at the start of this book, the more of a guideline than a hard rule you have to follow. States, direct your full attention to the task in order to accomplish it in the best possible way. If you can follow the most important goal and eliminate everything else, you will have a better life. Your mind cannot provide equal energy to several different things. If you have multiple goals to accomplish, try to work on them through one step at a time. You can do this, for example, the first step for 30 minutes and then the next step for 30 minutes and so on. Use this approach as you work in your goals and your thoughts. It says, key takeaway, focus toward your single goal. So I 100% agree. I had a cognitive psychology class in my undergrad, and they really said, and actually Bashar backed this up, but they really said that you can only really retain information for the first 20 minutes. So it was 10 minutes of starting to retain that information, and then the last 10 minutes. So the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes. And Bashar did back that up. He stated the exact same thing. So I do have ADHD, so as a result of it, when I would study, I would only study for 20-minute increments. I would study actually during commercial breaks. This is back in the day when, we had to watch commercials, and I would just study during the commercial breaks, and it helped me really to retain the information. So I really love that law, and I would start applying it, especially if you're trying to co-create something with the universe, like a business or something. So I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.